Hi everybody and welcome to the series of eXp.World, FrameVR.io, and we are now going to go into the session number 4 about how to funnel it and how to really use and leverage your environments for marketing purposes and closing on deals and creating passive income, structuring your business in a way that you can now scale everything, because that, my friends, is probably the most difficult part as an independent real estate agent. Is how do you scale from doing everything yourself to collaborating, to share deals with each other, to now automate, optimize your revenue streams, because we have a lot of them, and how to basically keep on going, growing every single one of them, without losing too much of your time and starting to see your business as a CEO instead of just a self-employed person. So yeah, let's have a look and let's dive into it. Let me go now here into exp dot world, which is my listing metaverse, eXp.World slash DeVogeleer hyphen property. I will put actually on my webcam this way here as well. And then you can see me here doing the explanation. All right, so there I am. Put my hair a bit better there. All right, cool. So this is basically, another environment of eXp.World that I frequently use for multiple reasons, actually. And you can see that in this one, there's a bit of more of animal. I put here palm tree as well. Can you put a bonsai? Actually, I haven't showed you that when I went through the assets, but I can put in a 3D model, for example, here. Yeah. And then you can basically add, tables or palm trees or whatever you wanna put in. Here's your inventory as well. This is actually what is in here, I think. So you can search for your stuff as well. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Also didn't show you these ones actually. To put in a whiteboard is basically, where you can draw, and it's pretty handy if you would have this pad here that you connect to your laptop, and basically you draw or make encryptions if you're doing a training or stuff like that. So that's definitely possible. Then we have also web screenshots, basically put here, for example. Would actually be quite nice to have something like that. It's HTTP as well. Let's just copy it from this way, which is my website. Yeah. Now you can actually basically put this one into here, and I take screenshots, and then it makes a screenshot, and you can even scroll down. So it takes about 15 seconds, but it pulls through, and then you will be basically put that on a wall, and people can scroll through your website as well. There we go. So this is mine. So you can just scroll through it if you add it there. It might take a little bit more time to load, but now just let's go out of it. So that's fine. Just click on, oh, sorry. It just links immediately to the website as well, of course. But I'm just gonna now delete this one. Yes. And then here as well, the same thing with a web browser. You can also implement a web browser in there. So that's pretty bomb. Uh, all right, so you can just put palm trees in here as well if you want to make it a little bit more your own. All right, so if I'm going out of edit mode, now you will be seeing it basically as a guest or a client or a seller or whatever it might be. And the immersive experience is definitely something that is coming on very strong. We also see with Apple Vision Pro launching their goggles, which is pretty cool for immersive experiences, but also where you're not completely blocked off from outside reality and still can interact with the people around you. So it would be kind of more of a augmented reality of the metaverse as an augmented reality in your life via Apple Vision Pro. But you can also use it as a full immersive experience, um, and walk around with the controllers, and then you will actually be able to shop property as if you would be there. And this is something that is quite cool, because with eXp.World, the developers, Gabriel from FrameVR basically, and his team, they can make a environment like this specifically for developers or based on floor plans, and make a 3D model where you can basically browse through property as if you would be there in an environment like this. This is really where the future will be, and this is quite interesting stuff. Obviously most interesting for developers, but it's also something that we as EXP agents can sell and can put forward into the market with developers, etc. Pretty cool stuff. But for now, I prefer to use actually virtual tours like these ones. All the pictures that you see are basically pictures that lead to a virtual tour. So let me take you through one here. For example, this one is a beautiful property in a hot bay. So you open the link, and we are now getting into an extension of a virtual reality. But this is all 360 pictures that I shoot with my own phone and is linked to all my properties. So for example, you go to my listings on my website, and then if it looks all the properties that are my own listings, we have virtual tours there. So we see this one here, for example, Strand Street. Go via the listing. This is the website. This is built on Propcon, and there's a reason why I will use Propcon as well, for many reasons, but this is one of the reasons. They have a fully nice integration of video where I do property presentation, which is also content that I'm using for social media and SEO as well. As well here, scrolling down with all the information, professional pictures, and then a full integration of this property here online. Yeah, so you can browse through this property as well if you want to do that like this. You can use your arrows, by the way. You can also use your mouse. You can even zoom in or zoom out. And then have a look at the kitchen. The kitchen is very beautiful here, actually. I really love this kind of kitchen. You even have a computer in the property. So if you're looking for property in Strand, this is the house to be. We just actually lowered the price to 5.55 um, because that it's a little bit more market related, but this is fully tech, fully tech fitted. Yeah, so talk to me for this one as well. The property that I was showing now here in Hot Bay, also on the market for 13,950. Very motivated sellers, but you can see, you can zoom out, you can zoom in, you can go look up, down, whatever you want, and you really can find, if you look for specific things that is not in order in a property, and you want to just do your due diligence right to be sure, if you buy from location, that you can actually do so. And 25% of my sales come through this platform, and probably most of my business in general is coming from this platform, and not only through direct sales, but also through collaboration with other agents, and being able to create momentum with purchasers, but especially to list properties as well, and I'll show you why. Also, like this, the fact that we can do a live guided session as a host, meaning that now someone can come into here into the system with the exact same link, and we'll see on top there that I do a live session. Let's say, for example, Michiel. Oh, I think it's what's my code here now again? Let's see. I'll just go and check it out. And this is the platform that we use, and the benefit of shooting with your own phone is that you don't have to rely on third parties. It's cheaper. It's a very straightforward system, and you can do so much with it. So we are just putting the code in here, and then we connect. So now it's gonna be a bit tricky. I'm gonna put my webcam off here. It's gonna be just a little bit trickier because I'm going now to open it up in another browser as well. Might create a little bit of feedback. So if I just put the same link, then I will see on the top there, there's a guided tour available. Someone is online here. So I want to join the session, and then I will say this is Belcro. This is my property investment company. So I call Belcro. And now um, in my agent side of things, now it's a little bit tricky because I do it on my laptop here now with both sides. Um, I will be able to see that someone is calling me. I pick it up, and then basically we have a WhatsApp call on, with the camera on through the property, and I can show people what they want to see, and I can. It's just too difficult with two cameras because this one is trying to put the camera on as well. So to go back through to it, so you will be able to see your face here on the right hand side, and then also the purchaser. Can't really do it because otherwise, both browsers are using my webcam, which is not possible. And then basically I see that someone's calling, I pick it up, and then I can whether show them what I want to show, or whether I can show them, I can present to them, or they can browse through it themselves. Obviously, this is also 24/7 open because it's a link. They can click on book here, meaning that now you get an email that they want to do a guided tour as well. It's very good for SEO as well. And then we can also share it from the platforms here to all the platforms, which I always do. Very easy. It's good content as well. People like to go through it. But the most important thing why you want to have this is because you want this to be shared on all platforms and create all, collect all the data of all the people that look through those properties. Yeah. That is the main reason why I like to work with them, because let me just show you here again. Oh, sorry. Let me go back. Um, so if I go now to, all my live tours, live guided tours, there we go. We go to the Intel 360 analytics. There we go. So now you can see that I can have data of all the properties, that I have been shot like this. So now I say click view, for example, and then I will be able to show the seller what type of client is looking for properties like this. And this will help me to get sellers to get good exclusive mandates, and I will be able to say to the seller already, look, this is perfect reporting because look, of the 132 visits, most of them came from Europe, some of them on North America, some of them in Asia, and obviously in Africa as well, quite a bit in South Africa. And then we can really dig down on what kind of client it is. And the most interesting part of this is that you can see how much I shared on my social media platforms, but the most important part here is the direct. Yeah, 72% of the people get it directly from me, or get this link directly. So I haven't sent this link to 132 people. I have sent this link probably to about 5 to 10 people from leads that I got in. But now, how do I get to 132? It is because people like to share those links, and people like to, you know, um, have you seen this property? What do you think about this? I like it, or it goes around. Look, this property is for sale, and this is what you want, because all the people that actually get it and look at it, you will be able to see, what type of person it is. Now you can take that back, yeah, and you can report it like this very quickly on WhatsApp with this link. I'm not gonna open my WhatsApp now, but it's literally click on the button and you can share with whoever you want in your list. And the information goes super deep. But let me show you, for example, what I usually do. And that's, I usually, if I want to get a mandate in, I don't take a property specific one, I just take my own one. So that gives me the data of with what type of client I'm working with most of the time. And those ones you can see here, we have about 4,339, virtual tours done. You can also see here that still 79% is direct. So that means that people are doing actually a lot my marketing. They send it off to a lot of people, or it's viewed on different platforms. It's also on the website, so people look into that. That is then also, I would think a direct one because it's an embedded link. But you can see my footprint here, and this is what I put forward to my clients. European, Asian, North America, very strong actually everywhere in the world except for South America, not so much, probably because of the language barrier. Um, so, you can see when, what, who, what devices they're using, where they're coming from, what times of the day that they most likely use, or, you know, uh, um, you know, here, for example, view by mobile device, quite interesting stuff here. Also, if you look, and we can really filter as well on the data. If I say, for example, I only want to have the data of the 2 p.m. one, okay, then we look at 2 p.m., we get the data for 2 p.m. So that means Friday is a better day for 2 p.m., for example. Yeah. We can also say 3 hours or 2 hours in this, or 3 hours in this case. We can really go deeper and target the times that I want to do marketing at. So let's say we do this block of times for Facebook marketing. Then I see, okay, Monday seems to be the best. Monday, Friday, and Tuesday. These are the days that I preferably will focus on. So you can then reset that. Um, and the same thing here, for example, you can really go in the nitty gritty of where they are people coming from. I want to, drill down in Europe a little bit, for example, to see where they're coming from. Here, Belgium, I think this is Germany that I clicked on. Uh, just reset it for a second. So there we go. There. So I think here that's Belgium there. I don't know why Belgium is not doing so much in detail like that. But you can see here, for example, if I go to Madrid, it really shows you, a lot of the data here. So if I go back to Belgium there, drill up, I can choose here. This is the Belgium one. There we go. Ah, there was something mistaken there. So let's go here, Europe, Belgium. You can really go down deep into, what kind of people are looking into it. This is the lowest floor level, I think, um, because this is already quite specific. So you can see very closely where they're coming from. Kortrijk, Deinze, Oudenaarde, Sint-Niklaas, Antwerp. So it's quite interesting to see, and obviously you can here look at them as well, which are your top cities in this area. So that's pretty interesting information to have, especially as a real estate agent if you want to really focus down on finding your niche, finding your ideal client for your business. It brings you a lot of knowledge to do your social media campaigns, and lower down your cost per lead a lot. So then this as well, you can then open with WhatsApp and send this to anybody you like. Preferably, I would keep them for myself now, um, uh, but very good for sellers to attract them and create extra business for you. And this is then definitely something you can use and put them in your metaverse, put them on all social media platforms. Shout out that you like to do collaboration, and try to sell your property like that. You will get a lot more and a lot more traction out of that. So this is what it's for me now. So we have a lot of the My internet is just not strong. So this is basically how I leverage my business with immersive experiences and basically try to collaborate as much as possible and get all the data collected, but keep people giving them the perfect immersive customer experience.